Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Barely Necessities Laughing Place live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm the site co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and our site manager, Rebecca Burbank, is with me, looking toasty and very Princess Leia-y.
Yeah, kind of. We got to wear Christmas shirts at work, and I don't have anything, so I was like, I'm gonna be a tree. So, but my one coworker, she was like, that looks less like a tree and more like Princess Leia. I'm like, it is 100% Princess Leia. So
I
I'm like,
love it.
there's Ewoks on here. So that was a fun little connection moment for both of us.
Well, hopefully everyone out there has already completed your Christmas shopping, because I'm sure where Becca is, most of the stores have already closed. There's
Yes.
still like a little bit of a window here. I noticed even places like Walmart today were offering some like same day pickup, but they had like a counter at the top of the page. Time is running out. So
Yes, yeah, yeah. Right now, if you want to get any last minute gifts, you're probably best doing like a gift card,
yes.
digital gift card or something. But
And a lot more are offering such things this year, by the way. So if you do not yet have your Christmas items, that's one way to do it. Hi, Winged Nike. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Let's see, Becca. So we're going to start off all sunny and balmy and beautiful.
yes, yes, we will. We have the boutique at the new island tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. And so there's just a small selection of merchandise that our team got to take photos of, but I wanted to feature that. And like you're saying, it's warm, it's balmy. We're thinking Florida, we're thinking tropical, we're thinking all sorts of fun stuff. I really like this simplistic design. I think it's very unique. I love that it kind of evokes, for me, it's like you've got that tower there, but then you've also almost got like the sun. I suppose it could be
Mm-hmm.
the moon. And then you've also got some waves. It's a very nice logo.
Kyle Burbank coming in and pointing out Winged Nike is a long time uh, LPer, and yes, it's been a while since she's been around these parts. So very happy to welcome her into the stream. By the way, Becca, I guess we should
Yes.
mention that
Yes.
this is episode 200.
I know. I can't believe it. I wanted to, when I realized how close we were, I was like, let's do an episode on Christmas Eve because we are so close to getting 200, and it just feels really nice to be able to finish out the year with 200, our 200th episode. Not our 200th of 2024, but 200 episodes of Barely Necessities. So thank you all so much for joining us, and Rebecca for being my co-pilot this entire time.
Oh, no, 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 no. I merely push buttons. Becca is the one who creates. She crafts the rundown each week for the show with the links to what articles and topics we're going to be doing. Does a great job of bringing together a variety across the spectrum of
I
what
hope.
we do here at Laughing Place. And then my job is merely to make sure that we can showcase it to everybody, but she really creates the spine for the show each and every week,
Aw.
nonstop each week, like a
Well, I
machine.
can't do what you do, so we work together so well.
But I'm with you, by the way, getting back to the
Yes, yeah.
design. I'm with you. I love the way that it's so simplistic, but yet it does evoke the whole aspect of the Polynesian, the sun, the tower, the water. It is really amazing how much they accomplish with simple lines on
Yes.
a on it as a logo. I'm appreciative of the design here.
Well, and I think it's fun because then if you want, you can also change the color for every
Mhm,
season if you so wanted to,
mhm.
and like you don't have to do anything to it other than maybe change the color to give a little bit of a different vibe.
Yeah,
I think that's
right.
really
It gives
brilliant.
them a lot. It gives them a lot to play with.
Yes.
Exactly. Moving on. Believe it or not, Disney Store is already preparing for Valentine's Day. So what have we got over at Disney Store, Becca?
Well, we just have a couple of plush selections, 2 Mickey and Minnie styles, and then
Oh, so
also, yeah, I think this is really cute. That's like a very dapper look for the 2 of them. It's a little bit fancy. We've got Jack and Sally sharing a heart there that says J and S, and then, there's Stitch as a chocolate-covered strawberry, or dipped strawberry, I should say.
that's cute.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
and
they've
then
even got more playful, kind of
yeah,
with a like a little bit of a chocolate feel. So I love it because the
yeah.
strawberry dipped in chocolate. So you've got the chocolate pants with the very pink and red vest for Mickey. Oh, these are adorable, Becca.
Yes. Yeah, and then that's a little bit fancier there. That kind of Main Street USA vibe is what I'm getting, or like almost, Kentucky Derby for Minnie.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that one right there. That
Yeah,
that
and I like the color, the red hue that they selected too, because
mhm.
sometimes red can feel like too I don't know. It can be tricky with red, and I'm really impressed with what they have here.
I like that they've gone with red on red polka dot.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, and
not
you can yeah.
it doesn't feel familiar. I mean, it feels familiar, but it doesn't feel like I've seen it before. So I really I'm fond of this one. This one's catching my eye a lot. Unlike, I'll be honest, unlike a lot of what we've got in our next item, Becca, and that is the National Polka Dot Day items over at Disney Store. This year
Yeah.
is kind of a letdown for me. I don't know. How are you feeling as we look at the polka
Yeah.
dotted stuff?
I would have wanted a little bit of I don't know, something different. I think yeah, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's it's not doing it for me this year.
Yeah, I feel like in years past, there's been more that captures my eye, even though it's Minnie and it's polka dots, but somehow
Right.
they've represented it in a different way. This year just feels very familiar, very, very comfortable, except that jacket.
Yes.
This is
Although
the one item that I was like, I could add this to my shopping list.
okay, I think the dots are too like if I'm wearing denim, I don't want that many dots on there.
Gotcha.
That's me, but that's just me. But I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, I could this is different from the other styles and a little bit I don't know. Yeah.
For I will say, I always I wear a lot of like denim pants, and so I'm hesitant to throw on a denim jacket because I don't want to have like that, denim tuxedo feel.
Mhm, mhm.
A lot of people joke around about that, and I feel like this would keep me from feeling quite so denim on denim.
Sure,
The
I
fact
can
that
see
I
that.
had the polka dots, so I would be less apt to be fearful of the fashion police saying something to me about it. But once again, they've picked a nice red. I don't know. Are you? I'm liking this red.
I am liking the red as well, and
So
it doesn't seem like something that's going to bleed when you wash it. I don't know for sure, but, yeah, for that bold color and that's kind of fun. Like, I think I'd be more inclined to have a mini robe than, like, that exercise dress, which don't get me wrong, the exercise dress that was at the top, that's a lot of fun. That's something you could wear to the parks. This, you're not gonna wear this to the parks. But,
the
um
choice to have an embroidered Figueroa in the pocket is adorable.
mhm.
I really like that. I wish this was a long robe. So that's where
Yeah, I can see
it
that.
it was like it caught my eye and then I was scrolling. I was like, "Oh, but it's short." So, I kept going. The polka dotted dress that you referred to, the run dress, it the fitness dress, it feels too like I could get anywhere. It doesn't
Yes.
there's
Yes.
nothing it didn't kind of jump out at me as a Disney polka dot dress. I don't know why.
I
But
agree.
but
Yeah, they have her
that's what was so
signature on the skirt part, like, towards the hem, but other than that, you would not know that you wouldn't I mean, you wouldn't know for sure that it's specific to Disney.
uh, Kyle referring to the fact that my husband does not appreciate.
He doesn't like polka
Um,
dots.
no, no, he has that phobia when there's something with too many holes
Mhm.
and like a honeycomb or whatever, he can't. He has to look away. So yeah, I suspect he's
Sorry,
probably
Doobie.
not watching this. But okay, I liked the bubble bar earrings though, where you have kind of the reversal so that
Yes.
when you wear it on the ears, it feels like a match set. And
Yes.
Nikki's face is hysterical.
It really is. It's very good. Yeah, I could see this. And this is something you could wear like I mean, obviously all year round, but definitely as we're coming into that like Valentine's Day season, it fits
Hmm.
that too.
So a lot of items celebrating Minnie Mouse and her polka dotted wardrobe over at Disney Store. As always, we'll have links below on the items we're featuring. And in many cases, it is an affiliate purchase. So we will receive a small commission on those sales. And we do make note of that in the articles. When you are viewing them, you'll know which ones are affiliates, or if we've received products. Many we have a few companies that are very kind and will provide us with samples to be able to wear and then share with all of you. And we also make note of that when that happens. Geeky tikis, Becca, what's happening in the world of tiny tiki mugs?
Yeah, Maxon did this article for us. We've got some classic characters and their sidekicks, so to speak, in tiki form. So you've got almost like a regular, I guess, larger than a cocktail glass, right? But then a full size mug, and then you've got that little, like almost the toothpick holder size, little shot glass
A little shot
size.
glass, which I like
Uh-huh.
to use my shot glass for coffee syrups because a shot is just about an one like big pump, and so
Okay.
you can use that to keep track of how many calories if you're using a sugared syrup. So I'm a big fan. I have right now on my counter, I've got raspberry, I've got Irish cream, and I've got a mint because that time of year.
Ooh.
And
Yes,
so
those all sound delicious.
so I use my shot glass to help me keep tabs on how much syrup I'm adding when I make my coffee drinks. Oh, check this out, Becca.
Yeah, I think that's super, super cute. I like that the colored interiors too. So that's something
Hmm.
that geeky tikis usually has a colorful interior as well as a whatever their decorated decoration is on the outside. So
Yeah.
yeah, the Jiminy and Pinocchio there. Um, and then yeah, Timothy and Dumbo.
I like the bright red that they've gone with here, like his jacket coat that he would
Mhm.
have been wearing. And then you have Peter Pan and Tink,
Yeah,
Baloo
that one's
and Mowgli. Okay, I've got to ask you because your husband kind of raised an issue on this one
okay.
on the morning show. And if those of you who don't know, Laughing Place has a show each morning. Well, no, frequently during the week in the morning, talking about the latest news and information, and it's hosted by our husbands, Kyle and Juby. And with this particular one, Kyle seemed to take umbrage with the fact that Baloo is the larger tiki here, since it's described as a sidekicks
Sure.
line. He was thinking that even though the size, is cute here, that really Mowgli is
Mowgli should
the
be the
featured character, Baloo is the sidekick.
Well, I was just looking at that. I was thinking about that too, and because it does kind of like twist your brain there. You're like, oh, Mowgli's the little cub. Okay, I think it. I mean, like if you're going for the representation of characters, which everything that we've seen in this selection or collection so far, you've had the smaller stature character
Yep.
as the sidekick. So I think if that's what they're going for, that makes sense. But I understand what Kyle's saying, but I think I'm gonna side with Kiki Tiki's on this one.
There you go. I was kind of curious about that because yeah, I too I understand what you're saying. It messes with your head a little bit in the moment.
Yes.
But definitely looking at the stature of each, you can see why. You get the nice big Baloo and the adorable tiny sized Mowgli along there. So Becca, I'm going to let you set up this next little portion of URLs we've got coming up. What are we getting ready to showcase for everybody?
Yeah, we're just going to talk about some of our favorite merchandise from 2024. So items that came out this year that we featured on Laughing Place. Some of them we actually did purchase ourselves, or we were gifted. So we'll talk about those. But yeah, I thought as we're wrapping up the year, let's talk about some of our favorite selections. So we're going to start with the Loungefly Neon Collection, which is my choice. Well, I guess I picked all of these.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my choice. I love this. Loungefly was kind enough to send this to me for review purpose, as you can see in that article there. And it's just so bright and colorful, and it looks so much better in person than I was anticipating it to be. This calls back to my childhood and how much I loved neon colors when I was a kid. So this is one of my picks, one of my favorite merchandise selections from this year. Yeah, you got the colorful neon lining there with the Minnie Mouse ear icons, and I don't know, it's super, super fun, super summery, super bright, and I love the nostalgic aspect of it.
And it's part of a larger collection. So if you love neon but don't necessarily need a backpack, take a peek around for some other Loungefly neon items. And once again, we'll have the link to Becca's article below, so you'll be able to check that out. Next up, Becca, we're highlighting a piece of jewelry.
Yes. So this was a very limited run rock love necklace and of the heart of Tafiti. They used the I can't even think of the name of it, abalone shell on the exterior, and because they wanted to source that as ethically as possible, they had to do this mosaic pattern, and they were only able to do a very small run. But it's a beautiful, beautiful necklace. I think it was like $300 when it debuted, and it sold out immediately. And then it inspired another 2 designs that are a little bit have a little bit lower price point, but still are quite beautiful. And
Wow.
yeah, like Moana is such a great story. I love that we're featuring her here through this beautiful jewelry. We like rock love here at Laughing Place.
Yes, very much.
And so impressed with everything they come up with and how they're able to kind of just represent the characters and the stories that we love. But yeah, these necklaces are just gorgeous, and something that it's a fun way to represent your favorite films.
Hi, Caleb. Yeah, Rock Love is fine artisan jewelry and celebrating pop culture. So if you are a fan of various like pop culture franchises, be sure to check them out. The Star Wars, Star Trek, Pokemon, Dungeons and Dragons, Moana, princesses. I mean, pretty much across a wide gamut of pop culture consumption, you will find represented over there in jewelry from Rock Love. Dan, the breaking news, man, very happy holidays to you as well. We're all getting ready for lots of socializing, lots of getting together with family. I know we've got a Benihana reservation for our family out here, so looking forward to that. We've kind of taken a twist on the traditional Jewish family at Chinese restaurant motif, and we go to Benihana, which is
okay.
Japanese.
I like that though. Do you sit at the hibachi grill, or
yes,
okay?
Yes, Christmas dinner at hibachi. That's become a family favorite, out here. Funko Pop. What do we got from Funko that you wanted to share?
Yeah, this is the We Are Groot Funko Pop, and there was that show. The show from earlier, or the Disney shorts with Groot and all, or that's I Am Groot. But yeah, this is the We Are Groot, and he is reimagined as his toddler self, his child self, has various superheroes. So we've got like Captain America, and we've got Scarlet Witch, and sorry, wow, I'm totally spacing here. Doctor Strange and
Yes,
and Iron Man and all of these other incredible characters. Hulk, and it's in tree form because it's Groot.
it's
So
adorable. And as a reminder, early next year we're going to get to see Groot. And Kyle, correct me if I've got it wrong, but my memory is early next year we're going to get to see Groot at It's a Small World. So maybe I'm wrong on the timeline. Maybe it's already happened and I'm putting it in the future. But I know Groot, It's a Small World, Tokyo. Sounds like fun to me. But yeah, in Tokyo. So totally cute because
oh
he's
yeah,
adorable.
there's the Captain America one. It was Wolverine at the top there that yeah, but
Ah,
still
gotcha.
so cute.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am
No,
not.
no,
I am
you're
not
good. You're
helpful
good.
when it comes to Marvel.
I'm like
I just have to leave you flailing.
no, you're good. You're
Sorry
good.
about that. I'm
It's
not a helpful teammate when it comes to
no,
guessing
no.
anything Marvel. But I do love Groot. By the way, going back to Rock Love's done some cute Groot jewelry too.
Yes,
So
they have.
if you're a fan of Groot, you can get a Funko, you can get a Rock Love necklace. He's available either way. Now the next item, Becca, that we're gonna highlight is actually something that's wildly popular in my house. They unveiled a collection of Star Tours merchandise this year. I think I'm still catching a little bit of grief that I did not spring for the Star Tours Star Speeder that was available at the expo. However, I did, while I was down in California, I was on a work trip without my son, picked up the Star Tours jacket. And yeah, it has been worn a lot. Here he is nicely posing for his mother at home. But when we were in France, he wore it as we toured Disneyland Paris. And he also happened to be wearing it at D23 Expo when Josh Tomorrow stopped by our booth and Gideon was wearing his Star Tours jacket. So
It's such a good jacket. I'm so glad he loves it. I didn't end up purchasing it, but I love it. I love how it looks.
oh,
It's so
he is
great.
he is so known for this jacket. His school peers all wonder when he's not wearing it. And I'll say, as a mom, it's great way to easily spot him in a crowd because that orange really pops. Even that blue pops well, but that orange particularly pops well. So it's a nice way
Yes.
to be able to spot him in the crowd. So there you have it. A little shout out to the Star Tours merchandise. And can I just say, I hope we get more. I know we also saw this year a line come out kind of around Tower of Terror down in Orlando as well. So I'm excited by the possibility of more kind of attraction focused merchandise lines that are beyond maybe a simple a pin or
Mhm.
a mug. It's nice to see it representing clothing, especially clothing, and especially kind of not just Star Tours. Like
Right.
this
Well,
is nice. Something that puts you kind of in the theme.
you can yeah, it can almost be a cosplay type item, but if people aren't familiar with Star Tours, you're not necessarily broadcasting that it's a Star Tours item or even anything related to Star Wars. It just looks cool on its own. So I
When you see
love
it,
that.
when
Yeah.
you take an initial look at it. For example, I think that they did this a lot with the dresses that they were doing over at the dress shop. And
Mhm.
so I think that is exciting me that we're seeing it kind of go beyond the dresses.
Yes.
What that
Yes.
kind of cosplay wardrobe look. So we'll see what 2025 brings, if that's a continuing trend or not. I know Roosevelt's dipped into it in a different way with that hoodie, which, by the way, that Chewbacca hoodie that
Mhm.
we talked about last week, the performance fleece that looks like Chewbacca with the bandolier,
Vandalite. Yeah, that's what I called it.
right? Yeah, across. It sold out.
I
So
mean,
and
it's
it was
kind of fun.
Boba Fett didn't. Chewie did. Boba Fett
I
didn't. And it
I
was funny because when we were talking about it, I was like, oh, I'd buy the Boba Fett, not the Chewie, but nope, the Chewie sold out. So there you have it. They know
I
their
think
fans.
it's kind of a fun like it's kind of a fun gift to get for someone who's a Star Wars fan if you're not getting it for yourself. Like I don't know. I love their performance hoodies. They're so comfortable.
Yep.
So I could see where you want to get somebody something Star Wars without like going into action figures or collectibles per se. This is kind of silly, kind of fun, and it's something that people are going to enjoy wearing.
Fantastic. Last, we're moving on to some Marvel items now, and Marvel. I mean Hasbro. This is some
Yes.
Hasbro stuff. So what are we looking at?
Yeah, Mac, I'm sorry, Mac got to review several of these exciting Venomverse Spider-Man products, and it's a lot of Venom here. But these are some toys and action figures and role-playing items inspired by Spider-Man and his nemesis Venom. If you are, I love that. That that dinosaur there is quite cool, and I especially love that he's got the Venom tongue. I mean, the Venom tongue's a lot, but I think it's so funny that they have that represented here. Like, for sure it's a Venom dinosaur now.
There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, yeah. No mistaking the Venom tongue.
But yeah, these are some new toys that are available now. I guess it's called a Venomsaurus Rex is what it's
Ta-da!
being called as.
And we want to thank Hasbro for sending the toys out. Some of my favorite videos are the ones where our team is playing with Venom, playing with Hasbro toys, such as the Venom mask. Nothing better than watching grown men play with Hasbro toys. To that end, we have another unboxing, and this one is from our friend Mike Celestino. You
Yes.
can combine parts of characters with each other. This is a wild line that comes from Hasbro. And the ones that Mike's sharing are specifically mashups from Star Wars and Marvel. But I know they also have other popular children's, I shouldn't say children's because we watch it, but popular like Transformers.
Yes.
So they also have Transformers as part of this Mix Mashers line. But as you see, he has combined elements of Chewie with Mando and Spider-Man
Yeah.
and created these odd characters that belong on the island of misfit toys.
I love that he's wearing headphones too.
Yep.
I mean, like it's so fun. I could see where this would be something that kids would enjoy playing with. Like, you've got your action figure that you love, but sometimes you're like, what happens if Chewie does have to get the child from one place to another, but he also has some of Miles Morales' powers?
There you go. So you can mix and match some of your favorite characters. Mike has done an unboxing video, and I'm going to try something new and put it up there later. So if you're
Okay.
watching this later, there'll be a link up there where you can see Mike's unboxing. I promise it'll be up there. I'm learning how to do this, and it's fun. So I'm going to do it up there. Okay. Nick Morgan coming in and saying, "Happy holidays, LP folks," except for Doobie. Well, okay. That's not nice, but he sent Doobie a pizza the other day. If you're watching Disney Parks Talk, he sent a pizza, so he actually loves Doobie.
That's good.
So don't worry.
Yeah, okay. He can yeah. It's rude, but
Right?
he can be rude as long as he actually loves him. As long as he's actually a friend.
Exactly. Hey, Becca, that brings us to the final of the season. I have a sensational 7 since it's the last one of the year. So here we go. Okay, so this is a little segment I do where I have 7 items inspired by the 7 dwarfs: that sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, bashful, and Dot. And usually I have kind of an overarching theme to the list with items inspired by those characters. And I mean like their themes, not necessarily a sleepy item, but something that maybe would go well when you're taking a nap or something like that. This time, knowing that the season is upon us, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, lots of socializing about to happen. So I'm going with overall spa ideas. And so with that in mind, things to kind of pamper you. We're starting off with the Aurora headband. Now, see, it looks like Sleeping Beauty, but this is what you can wear to keep your hair out of your face as you're applying your makeup, washing your face, and it's soft and squishy. So it's a little pampering item. Next up, for happy, I found these adorable fuzzy velour sleep pants with Minnie Mouse on and Mickey Mouse on it. And look, Mickey's like, woohoo! He's so happy. Woohoo! For grumpy, I'm leaning into that villain's realm. These are soothing gel eye patches. So
Ooh.
you put these in the refrigerator, freezer, and then you put them on your eyes and they'll help with the resting. So after everybody's gone, after a long day, just go enjoy, put this on your eyes and rest and let it just kind of soak away all the
All the
stress
stress.
of
Yes.
everything that's been going on. Can you tell that I'm an introvert and this time of year is very intense? Um, for dopey,
Okay.
for, for dopey. He has the sparkling eyes filled with gems. So I like to go with something of a colorful nature or sparkling nature. In this case, I'm going with a dimmable, multicolored LED tabletop lamp. And this
That's
is at
really
Walmart.
beautiful.
Yeah. And oh, yeah, there you go. Just kind of enjoy the colors and the delightful Minnie Mouse silhouette here. So yeah, it made me smile. For sneezy, sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, we're going with a company that we haven't highlighted here in a while. It's Magic Candle Company. They create various candles, fragrances, essential oils that you can enjoy at home that will remind you and take you back to the park, whether it's Disney parks or Universal parks or hotels. They just do a magnificent job of capturing the fragrance that of that location. And there's nothing that makes me happier than filling our house with the various essential oils from this particular company. And they have just recently released a gadget that you can program, Becca, and so it will slowly release the fragrance throughout the time or the day. You can set it up to be as kind of substantial or maybe a little lessened. And so I wanted to be sure to highlight Magic Candle Company. Okay, so Nikki B coming in saying, I love those candles. Do you have a favorite fragrance? Because I have some favorite fragrances. I know Dewey's watching. He has some favorite fragrances. Have you stepped into the world of Magic Candle yet, Becca?
I have not, but I've heard so many good things.
They even have pirates. You can even have that
It feels like
Pirates of the Caribbean dynamic. Okay, so because we are a multi-theme park family, um, my son loves. Oh, see, Nikki B coming in doing pirates. There you go. She loves. I'm a big fan of the contemporary fragrance. It's
okay.
that really clean hotel lobby smell that is at the contemporary, and I love it. Doobie is not a fan of pirates. He's really a fan of bakery smells. So there's one that
Okay.
smells like a cake shop. Um, the pineapple whip is good that Nikki B and Doobie talk about. They even have Rome is Burning, and it really does smell like that
Spaceship
portion of
Earth.
yes.
I
Yeah.
can I can thinking about it, I can smell it. Oh, that's amazing.
But Gideon, because we're a Universal family as well, Gideon loves ET, and so we have
Okay.
that fragrance. The ones that are used most often in our house are Contemporary, ET, and Floridian Christmas, which
Okay.
is a little gingerbready, a little bakery scent that's really nice, especially this particular time of year. Getting back to the sensational seven, we had sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy. We're at bashful. I try and go with something a little bit more subdued here. And in this case, it is a Barefoot Dreams robe. It is soft and squishy and exquisite. Barefoot Dreams, I was given a blanket from them, the softest thing I've ever felt in my life. The notion of that as a robe sounds amazing. But you
Yeah.
see, you just have a simple black Mickey three circle on the front, and then you have a little bit more bold, but still simple black and white on the back of the robe here. And this is over at Disney Store. So beautiful. Nice long. I like long robes. I'm a fan of the long robe. And finally, Doc, this is foundational. And in this case, I opted for the Marvel characters. That would be Spider-Man and Black Panther, Iron Man, Thor. This is a body wash gift set. I'm a fan of the fragrances here, having experienced them as hand soap at our CEO's house. Ben had some of these at his place, so got to smell those. Nice fragrances. Typical manly, body wash fragrance. So yeah, there you go. That's my sensational seven. Pamper yourself. Um,
Yes, now I want to take now I want a spa day.
right? Oh, I want a spa day so bad. It's not even funny. Maybe I have one. I have a business trip coming up soon. So
Have you ever done this, like, Senses spa on the cruise line or at any do you was I mean, I assume it's Disney, it's gotta be amazing, but did you enjoy your experience?
So Doobie and I did just a basic. We didn't do a full massage. We did the rainforest room dynamic, and it's
Okay.
a variety of showers where you have some are cool, some are warm. Then they have, you can have access to the sauna. So it's a variety of ways to sweat, and then a variety of ways to shower. And the showers you can add fragrance to it and
Ooh.
change the lighting. So it was really a lot of fun and really restful. But my favorite thing about the Senses Spa that we were at, they had these ceramic chairs that were heated that you could lay on. It was like a lizard in
Oh.
a terrarium, and I was
Oh.
like, I will have one of these in my home at some point in my life. This is the best thing ever. Laying on this warm ceramic. It was like those Shea
Yes,
Lounge that are like with the little S curve in them. Oh, Becca,
but it's heated. That sounds so
so
lovely.
so good. But one of the things that I've enjoyed doing over the years when it comes to cruising, is I send my husband loves to do the deck party, like sail away cacophony of craziness and high energy. I'll go and I'll book an early hair salon appointment so that I end up getting my hair cut and styled as we're leaving port. So I enter the salon when I'm on the shore. I enjoy the moment, the pampering. I'm all beautifully coiffed and lovely for my first dinner, and now we're out to sea, and it's like
That's
this like transformative moment.
that sounds amazing, and this sounds like the perfect way to start your cruise.
It's so nice. And then other times I'll do it a different way where I will wait until towards the end of the cruise because you often go to Castaway Key towards the end of your cruise, and I'll book it after Castaway. So I come back from Castaway, it's all beach and sun
Yes,
and blah, and then I'll go and a
just
nice
relax.
reset at the salon, and then complete my cruise and leave the ship having had kind of something that's a little bit more, just pampering, a little chance to have a little bit of fun. It did not. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it can, but no, it was this. I was in the salon when the ship was actually rough enough that the you could see the difference in water levels in the pool.
Oh
That
my
was how
goodness.
significant it was as we were leaving the dock at Castaway. But I was like, wow, this is kind of interesting. It's like, it must be awkward for you guys if it gets really rough. She was like, yeah. They had to like anchor certain of the rolling nail.
Yes, carts
They have
or
the
the
towers with wheels. So
mhm.
yeah, like Juby says, yeah, getting a straight shave. That would be adventurous. Uh,
That turns into a Sweeney Todd. Wait a minute, we don't own that property.
okay, we're gonna send it over now to Becca for her shopping list.
Yes, well, we are back with the Twice Upon a Year sale at Disney Store, and discounts are up to 50% off pretty much site wide. So that'll be happening, I think, probably through the end of the year, but it is happening now. We've got a preview at some of the Walt Disney World pass holder merchandise featuring 2025 dated designs. So there's some fun stuff there if you're a pass holder. Also over at Marketplace Co-op at Disney Springs, there's some retro Walt Disney World shirts that feature Figment and Orange Bird, and of course the Fab Five. I guess there's Popsicle brand has some new treats coming in 2025, including these Olaf treats that are like vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. So they're like an ice cream, not less popsicle, more ice cream. But
Very nice.
that looks like it's going to be kind of fun. The Range Trooper from, I believe it's Solo: A Star Wars Story, has been finally imagined or designed as a collectible piece from our friends at Hot Toys. So that will be coming soon, and they've got videos and pictures of that. And then also they're going to do the 1/6 scale action figures. There's 2 Clone Trooper styles, part of the Wolf Pack, and I forget if is it Commander Cody maybe. Some Clone Wars era figures will be coming soon. And then finally, the Epic Universe park that's coming to Orlando, part of Universal Studios. There's going to be a store at MCO, the Orlando airport. And while it hasn't opened yet, we do have pictures of the exterior. So I'm sure there will be lots of cool stuff to check out there. So yeah, a small shopping list today, but it's the end of the year. Yeah.
End of year. Okay, as we wrap up, I'm going to share my final, my 3 favorite things that I gathered up this year.
Perfect.
It is my tumbler that is based on the designs of the lighthouse key trams. So that was one. Then it reflects my travels. My mug from the Disneyland Paris Hotel with the clock on the front. This is like one of my favorite. I use this mug too much, Becca. I love this. This is my favorite mug.
It's so pretty.
I'm always scared I'm gonna break. It's one of those things where I love using it, but yet I'm scared to use it because I'm worried I'll break it. And then finally, I joined the realm of the Spirit jersey, and I got the Wish. And this one sparkles. I don't know if you can tell yeah, I think the sparkle doesn't come off as well.
It's not going to show through there, but
all the little sparkles on it. So yeah, so those are my favorite. Those are my 3 favorite things from this year. Do you have any favorite things? I know you shared the Loungefly earlier, but what do you have?
Yeah, this was. I purchased that. We purchased this from Mondo. But yeah, it's that thing you do, and it's the entire soundtrack on vinyl. And yeah, I love the packaging. I love this photo. This is like, just so good. And then there's also a small vinyl in here as well. That Thing You Do and All My Only Dreams. So the A side and the B side. Unfortunately, we didn't get it in Spanish because I don't think Jimmy actually ended up recording it in Spanish like Mr. White wanted him to. But yeah. So this is one of my favorites. I love the movie.
That is awesome. I love that movie.
Yes, it's so good.
So fun. If you've not seen That Thing You Do, please do see That Thing You Do. If you are unfamiliar with Barely Necessities, we are a weekly live discussion of Disney merchandise here on YouTube. So please stop by. If you're enjoying yourself, give us a like. Greatly appreciate it because it helps other people find us. And Becca will have all the links below for the various items that we've been talking about during the show today. And look forward to seeing you all in 2025 for a lot more Disney window shopping.
Yes, absolutely. And and thank you to our friends at Funko, Loungefly, Hasbro, Box Lunch, Roosevelt's Rock'em Socks, Beast Kingdom, and I think Lego too, and Disney for giving us items that we can feature, sometimes samples, and for review. We just really, really appreciate it. It's been so fun to get to explore all of these different our favorite fandoms through a variety of different items. And and thank you for joining us to hear about it.
So we'll see you all next year. Bye.